Hi loves, welcome back. For today's video, I have a first impression on the new L'Oreal Pro Glo foundation. When I saw Pro Glo, I was like,
yes, L'Oreal.
I absolutely love the Pro Matte foundation. It's one of my all-time favorites, but I feel like Pro Glo just literally screams summer to me. So I actually got mine on Amazon because it was originally on Walmart.com like a week and a half ago when it first came out, but it sold out within like 10-15 minutes. So I was very limited to the shade selection, so I ended up going with 204 Natural Buff. I'm not sure if this is going to match me. I am as pale as can be right now. I have not self-tanned in like a month at this point, so hopefully this does, but if not, I'm gonna make it work. So I'm not 100% sure if this is available at drugstores right now. I think it is at some of them, but I have not been to my drugstore in like a week or so. So I'm gonna go after this video and I'll let you guys know when I check back in a few hours. So I'm actually gonna go on L'Oreal's website and I'm gonna read you guys the description of this foundation. They do have 12 shades, which is pretty common for a lot of drugstore foundations for the most part. So this says, it's a 24-hour wear with a hydrating glow. It's lightweight, creamy. It's a long-lasting foundation that goes on smooth with a glow finish that lasts. With medium coverage, it hides imperfections for a clear complexion. So that's pretty good claims for a foundation. We shall see how it wears. I have no face makeup on, as you can see, and the only thing I have on is moisturizer. I washed my face a little bit ago before starting my eye makeup, and I just went on with my usual skincare, so that's all I have on my face. I'm not going to use a primer because I always like to see how foundation wears on my bare skin, especially since I'm doing a first impression. And to be honest, I don't always wear primers with my foundations. It really just depends on how my skin is doing and how it looks, how it feels, all that jazz. So let's get started. I'm gonna apply my foundation with a beauty blender on one side and a brush on the other, just because I know some people prefer one or the other. So really quick, I just want to show you guys the packaging is very similar or exactly the same as the Pro Matte, which I personally love. I love squeezy things like this because I feel like you can really control how much product you're using, so thumbs up for the packaging. I believe the shades are different than the Pro Matte because, like, for instance, my Pro Matte is in the shade 106 Sun Beige and this one's in the 200 range, so I'm pretty sure that they have like different, you know, shades, like they don't match each other's shades. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, so let me zoom you guys in so you can see my imperfections. And I don't have a ton of acne right now, but I do have a little bit of scarring, if you can see that. So let's do this. Okay, I'm gonna start and I'm gonna apply this side, which is my right side, which is gonna be your left side, with the Beauty Blender first. And okay, the foundation, this is what it looks like on the Beauty Blender. I'm gonna use about that much. It's very runny and liquidy, so we'll see. Apply it. I don't think this is gonna match me. It looks very white. It smells, the smell is kind of like, it smells like an alcohol pad a little bit. I don't really mind it, but maybe the color does match me actually because I'm so pale. Okay, so far the foundation looks really, really pretty on the skin. It blended out amazingly. The Beauty Blender is my favorite way to apply foundation. I just feel like it gives you the best coverage. It looks the most like natural, if you will. That is really pretty. Do you see that? I think that's a really pretty look to the skin, and that really like evened out my skin tone. I think this color actually might match me when I'm really pale. Love it. Okay, I'm gonna apply it with a brush on the other side just because I know some people prefer brushes over Beauty Blenders, so just to kind of see how it looks with both. This is the e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. This is actually a really great foundation brush. It's like a kabuki style. The top super soft. You can get this at Target or Walmart for like $6. I'm gonna use about the same amount, like a full pump. Typically, I don't apply my foundation with brushes anymore because the Beauty Blender is just my favorite. So you guys saw that acne scarring, it's literally covering it up so nicely right now. Wow. I'm very impressed. Yeah, that looks really, really pretty. Wow, I'm really impressed with the coverage of this foundation and how like natural it looks on the skin. So this is what the foundation looks like with the Beauty Blender side. Personally, I like the Beauty Blender side better. I think it looks better. And this is the brush side. Alright, I am loving this foundation so far. I think the finish is just really beautiful, natural, dewy, and fresh, which I really like so far. I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rest of my makeup, and then I'll let you guys know the products that I use in the description box below if you're interested, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I did finish up the rest of my makeup, and I realized that I forgot to mention the most important thing, which is my skin type. I apologize, but I do have a mixture of both. So my forehead is extremely oily, and then the bottom of my face tends to be a lot more dry, especially in the winter. In the summer, it does get a little bit oily sometimes, but not nearly as much as my forehead. My forehead is a major grease ball. So that being said, I did set my makeup. I used the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder in the shade Buff Beige 012. I know, don't attack me in the comments. A lot of people don't like when you use other products in first impressions, but I didn't want anything to move throughout the day, and I don't always set my makeup. It really depends on how my skin is doing. Today, the bottom of my face feels a little bit more oily than usual. I think it's because it's so hot outside, and it's so hot in my room with all the lights, so I just dusted a little bit of this on my cheeks very lightly and on my forehead. That's it. But I feel like even though I did set my makeup, it doesn't look cakey or matte. It didn't give me that matte powder finish. I still have that luminosity on my face, and it looks very glowy and pretty still, which I'm really impressed with. As you can see, the blush, the bronzer, the highlight looks really smooth and nice. I don't have any issues with it. I didn't have any issues with blending it out. It doesn't look patchy. I'm just overall really impressed with this foundation so far. I think it's really natural, beautiful, and you can still see skin through it, which I am all about. I definitely think this foundation is medium to full coverage. You can definitely build it up. It is just gorgeous. I mean, it looks like skin, but you still get that natural glow from within. There's no shimmer or glitter in it, which is great, but you still get that glow. So yes, L'Oreal. So right now it is 12:40. And I'm gonna go about my day. So I'm gonna be back in a few hours, and I'll let you guys know how the foundation is wearing. So I'll see you soon. Hi guys, so I'm back. It is now 5:25. And I've had on the foundation for about almost 5 hours at this point, and I am really happy with it so far. You can see that my forehead is oily, very shiny. Like I said, my forehead gets really oily, especially in the summertime, especially when I don't use primer or a setting spray, so it's kind of bound to happen. It's really not a big deal though, because I still think that everything else looks really beautiful. The bronzer, the highlighter, it has just stuck so well to the foundation. Didn't get blotchy. I also did notice, like near my nose, it looks a little bit oily, but that's nothing really that a blotting sheet or touching up with my powder can't fix. So right now I am going to touch up with these blotting sheets. I got these at Walmart. This is just what they look like. And I'm just going to touch up my forehead just because I want to see how it looks when I touch it up, if it looks any better, if it makes a difference. So they're just little sheets like this. And if you don't want to, you know, add more powder in the summer to your face, that's totally understandable. Look at all that oil. If you don't want to add more powder to your face, I recommend blotting sheets because you remove the oil without removing your makeup. So these are great. I love them. That's pretty much it. My cheeks and everything else, obviously they look shiny because of my highlight, but other than that, I think everything looks awesome. I mean, I'm really impressed with how lightweight but like medium to full coverage this foundation is. And I think it looks very beautiful. Like, I didn't put any highlight on my chin, but you can still see a little bit of like luminosity from the foundation. I love it. So thumbs up so far. I actually have class at 6 tonight, so about 30 minutes. I'm gonna head out in a few minutes, and I'm gonna check back in one last time before I get a shower and take off my makeup when I'm done class. It'll probably be like around 9:30 or so I'll see you guys then. Hey guys, so I am back for my last and final check-in. I did change because I was wearing a dress earlier and I didn't want to go to class like in a dress. I don't know. I just always wear casual clothing when I go to class. And it is 9:25 p.m. so it's been almost 9 hours since I've been wearing the foundation. And I am exhausted, by the way. My bags, I feel like, are just vicious right now and my eyes are super red. So I need to get a shower like ASAP, which I'm going to do right after this video. But I wanted to give you guys my last and final opinion on the foundation. So this is what it looks like right now. I am absolutely loving it. I think it looks stunning. I feel like the only two things that I have to say about the foundation is that obviously my forehead got shiny again, and like around my nose it kind of did settle into like the cracks in my nose, you know what I mean? You can kind of see it there. It's nothing crazy though. I find that a lot of foundations do that for me, which is not a big deal to me. A lot of other foundations, they do that and then they kind of crack and then the foundation kind of separates, but with this one I did not have that issue. I just cannot say enough good things about it. I feel like all the claims that the foundation foundation had were like on point. I feel like it's lightweight, you get that medium to full coverage, you get that natural glow, but you don't get like an overly unnatural glow. It's very beautiful, kind of just like you're glowing from within. I feel like this is almost like your skin but better, but you also get some coverage with it, which is great. When I have this foundation on, it feels like a BB or CC cream, just very lightweight. So I think this is great for summer. If you have oily skin and you want to try this foundation, like you can see with my forehead, you are going to get really oily if you don't use a primer or like a setting spray or something. So just keep that in mind if you are trying it. But to be honest, I've tried other foundations that have made me way more oily than this. So I don't really think this makes you look like a greasy chicken ball. I feel like if you have oily skin, you can get away with wearing this without looking too oily. Do you know what I'm saying? Just use the right products with it and you'll be good to go. As for people with dry skin, I think you're going to love it because it's hydrating, it's lightweight, and it gives you that natural luminosity to your skin that's not too overwhelming. I give this foundation an A. I think it's great. I cannot wait to try it with different primers, different powders, and see how it wears. I will keep you guys posted, but as of now, I love it. Good job, L'Oreal. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think down below of the foundation if you've tried it. I'm gonna go take this off and get a shower and upload this video for you guys. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye!